got a decent pair of binoculars so I could keep an eye on the drone. So for once I've had the presence of mind to actually start recording stuff before I actually take the drone up. But it's absolutely perfect conditions today. It's really calm, good visibility, and I'm going to try and run another mission today. And so it goes, and this time I'm going to remember to do the screen recording. So watch this space. Okay. So off we jolly well go on our route. Start waypoint
2 meters
go.
altitude, 6 meters distance, 8 kilometers per hour, 93% battery.
Now I'm actually controlling the yaw on this rather than set it automatically because it's been a bit wonky. So it's going to go up nice and high. I don't know if it's actually recording me now. It's flying to the first waypoint. Let's go and have
79 meters altitude, 21 meters distance, 4 kilometers per hour, 90% battery.
Alright. So off it goes.
'83 meters altitude, 258 meters distance, 38 kilometers per hour, 87% battery.
It's saying strong wind, but I don't believe it because I've checked the forecast. I think it's a bit oversensitive. Oh, record.
Recording started.
Record the actual flipping flight, you muppet.
89 meters altitude, 585 meters distance, 40 kilometers per hour, 84% battery.
Okay, we are like nominal to profile at the moment. That's good. Let's have a look over to our right. Try and do really gentle.
95 meters altitude,
inputs.
901 meters distance, 40 kilometers per hour, 81% battery.
So we're sort of following the main road here.
102 meters altitude, 1,220 meters distance, 41 kilometers per hour, 77% battery.
And we're sort of facing along the flight plan now. Everything's going well so far.
109 meters altitude, 1,543 meters distance, 44 kilometers per hour, 74% battery.
Got good, okay telemetry. So if we lose signal, then we'll just head back. We're still
115 meters altitude,
about
1,877 meters distance,
furthest point.
43 kilometers per hour, 71% battery.
Let's have a look over to the right.
(120 meters altitude, 2,232 meters distance,
Okay, we
42
just went
kilometers per
down
hour,
to 2 bars
68%
on
battery.
the telemetry there. So we are kind of at the about as far as I've ever flown it now. Still good though. It's quite difficult to get the turn smooth. Alright, we're at our furthest point now. So I'm hoping is we can get some good views of the marina, which is at waypoint 6. I want to see if I can get the marina, which I think is down there.
(119 meters altitude, 2,548 meters distance, 44
Yeah,
kilometers
this
per hour.
is looking good.
57% battery.
Looking good. Right, I am going to try something that is like maybe a bit risky here. I'm going to pause the program.
118 meters altitude. 2,308 meters distance. 8 kilometers per hour.
I'm going to go to Pano
55% battery.
mode. Stop recording.
Recording stopped.
Go to the phone setting. Go to my Pano. And then I'm going to start. I'm going to take a panoramic set of photos over the marina and the garden centre. And then resume our flight.
117 meters altitude. 2,291 meters distance. 0 kilometers per hour. 53% battery.
This is going to be, I think, one of my best flights. It's really, everything's going to plan for a change.
$118 meters
So
altitude.
about halfway
2,291
through
meters
the
distance. 0 kilometers per hour.
coming up on
51% battery.
51% battery. Signal strength is still okay. It's sort of flopping in between 4 bars and 2 bars. I've changed the pano settings on this actually to take more photographs. I'm not sure what impact that's going to have, but the panos have come out really well, even though I've had to use another app to stitch them
117
together.
meters altitude. 2,291 meters distance. 0 kilometers per hour. 49% battery.
It's like a little bit dull out. Okay, this is nearly finished now. Okay, so we finished the pano shots.
Panorama
now.
ended.
So we're going to go back to camera mode, go back to our waypoints. We're going to load the mission, and we are going to fly it.
117 meters altitude. Aircraft requesting go home. 2,291 meters distance. 0
We
kilometers
start
per
from
hour.
waypoint 6.
46% battery.
No, I don't want it to go home. Okay, let's
118 meters altitude.
let's
2,160 meters distance. 6 kilometers per hour. 44% battery.
okay, we might have to abort actually. Let's bring it home. We can always cancel that. Oh, I see why it's done that.
117 meters altitude. 2,077
We'll
meters
pause
distance.
that in a second.
38 kilometers per hour. 42% battery.
We'll get a little bit closer to the waypoint and then we'll try and resume the mission. Okay, that's paused. We're going to start from waypoint 6. Okay. Alright, we're at 40%.
117 meters altitude. 1,853 meters distance. Recording started.
Okay, I forgot
33
to...
kilometers per hour. 40% battery.
Alright, okay, we're good. Okay, a bit of a lag on the control inputs there. Okay. So, I'm not quite worried about my battery at the moment, because I think we've got loads.
99 meters altitude. 1,400 meters distance. 42 kilometers per hour. 35% battery.
I think this is what you get if you drive an EV, a bit of range anxiety.
90 meters altitude. 1,038 meters distance. 43 kilometers per hour. 32% battery. $81 meters altitude. 667 meters distance. 43 kilometers per hour. 28% battery.
Okay, so we're definitely going to make it. Wow, this has been an exciting mission. So you can't resume from a waypoint if you're too far away from it, basically. but we resolved that and we're all good now.
75 meters altitude, 294 meters distance, 44 kilometers per hour,
Yeah,
25% battery.
And this is another benefit of having a cheap eBay drone, well, a second-hand good drone, is that if you lose it, it's not the end of the world.
$70 meters altitude, 31 meters distance,
Okay.
1 kilometer per hour, 23% battery.
How you gone? Oh, I tell you what, these little drones are bloody brilliant.
47 meters altitude, 0 meters distance, 10 kilometers per hour, 21% battery. Warning, aircraft battery 19%. 1 meter altitude, 0 meters distance, 0 kilometers per hour, 18% battery.
Okay, so yeah, back. Don't really want to go into that last 20% really, so that's pretty good. So that was really successful. Learned something new about the interrupting the drone flight when it's on a mission, is it will restart the mission provided you're close enough to a waypoint. So once I figured out that, I manually flew the aircraft a bit closer to the waypoint, then restarted the mission from waypoint 6. That was, I just stepped on a bottle, and that's probably about the furthest out I've had it. Luckily got a decent pair of binoculars so I could keep an eye on the drone, but yeah, amazing really. One downside I think is the gimbal when the drone's flying at high speed, but I think that's pretty good. Oh, the other thing was I just spoke to a lovely couple walking the dog, and it's great to talk to people. I'll let them know what you're doing, because a lot of people don't know anything about drones, and yeah, so that's it, mission successful.